So now let me unbox today this AlyZeus high-grade unit from the Hathaway movie. Let's take a look inside. So you can see it is split into two parts. Okay, this is the first part, and stickers. Well, I need to say the stickers are a lot less than I expected. And here is probably the wing part, which is obviously a little bit dull grayish compared to the white part at the back. So here are the white parts here. It looks like more of those like a funnel units. Now here looks like the boosters part, yellowish. And well, yes, it's color, but it is very plastic orange yellowish. And the back, it looks like the leg unit of the mass production new Gundam. And this on the side as well. These are definitely the funnels or the boosters part. You can see these are also dullish gray. The whole part is gray. Further gray parts here. Not too sure what they are, but well, they're all the same here. Most probably from the outer booster unit. More plastic yellowish parts. It's color separated, but yes, very plastic. And at the back, you can see actually they were three different colors altogether, and it all seems to be parts from the mass-produced new Gundam. Okay, these like ball joint parts, most likely I'll expect it should be from the leg over here. These are obviously the skirt parts for the mass-produced new Gundam, and this is for the torso part. Well, yes, very plastic. And here is at the back, but this part looks like support stand more. Now these two parts this clear parts I will most probably expect it from the sort of goose head of that booster unit or mobile llama, I'll say. Okay, furthermore parts here. Now here comes most probably the external parts of the modified or reinforced armor outside of the unit. So this is white. This looks like the internal parts of the leg, most probably, which is the high-grade mass-produced new Gundam, and with the light laser sword. Now further gray parts, I believe it's the outer armor of the arm. And at the back, it seems to be the structure that connects the unit with the flying armor. Now you can see the signature weird bluish green for the new mass-produced Gundam. Out of all the color, I'm not too sure why they put this type of color onto the unit. It make it worse from just plastic feel. And the back, well, that's a big piece over here. It seems like more to the support of the flying armor here. Okay, this grayish part is definitely the flying or the goose head here. You can see the goose head for the flying fortress or flying armor of the unit. So this is on the other side, which will be the shoulder parts. This is obviously the stand which I barely think it will support the whole unit with the completing flying armor. But something worth noticing is this uh, light transparent brown or smokish colored plastic parts. Not sure what they are, but if those are these parts seems to be look a bit interesting. Looking forward what they will look on the unit. Okay, now this is the construction menu. I got to say the unit look very handsome here, and to be frank, from the looks of it, there's not much of a lot of color onto this unit. You can see it's dull gray, white, a bit of a yellow, and probably some deep naval blue, and that's it. Now here are the specifications on this side. Let's take a look. Okay, in the front page, it tells you all the identification of the runners and what you should do with it. So you can see a whole lots of pieces here. Well, I'll say it is quite a lot of parts for this unit. Yes, quite a lot of parts. Now here it shows you this is the mass production type new Gundam with the regular weapons, and now if with the hold the so-called AlyZeus flying armor MS form, MS robot form, and here is the flight mode, which looks quite interesting but very similar to Penelope. This damage AlyZeus, well, literally it's just they've peeled a few boosters on the mass production unit. Now looking on the sides, interesting. Now they tell you what runners you need to prepare. Although they don't have all the diagram of what it is, but at least they tell you what you should be prepared, and I appreciate it. You know, here as well for the arm, what you should get prepared. And since this is a high grade unit, I don't think it'll be too difficult to put that on, and it seems all very straightforward. But it seems with a lot of rich amount of small parts, it does worth you manage your own color again, which will definitely makes it a lot more better. And if you also mark the sidelines to create a more three-dimensional look of the unit. Now you can see just 2 pages and you have already the mass type new Gundam already. So in this part it shouldn't have any much problem here. So they say the actions, oh okay, there's another actions base 7, so separately. Let's take a look. Now with the armor type, how you should get ready to put the whole unit on. So you need to pull out the legs first and then sort of twist it backwards, and the runners required up here, and then you reattach the parts together. The legs are like big claws here. And now if you put it onto it, it's just quite straightforward here as well. It doesn't seem very difficult. This part, big parts here, and the smokish ring. And I reckon that with a bit more different color and markings, pen line markings, the unit will look very handsome. So you put on those boosters. There's quite a lot of boosters here because this unit isn't using any Minovsky as sort of power supply. It just use raw booster power to boost the unit to regain the efficiency of the Penelope. So then you complete the whole leg here. And here you got the shield sort of breastplate part, and then sort of backpack. Okay, now Here it displays what it looks like when it is in the flight form, which I reckon is not bad. Actually, I think it's even better than the Penelope. Now here it in the MS form, and it just looks like a giant, frankly speaking. And here, another good, interesting part is everything got English translation. No more loss in translation anymore. So you can read it through, and here is the description of the whole unit inside. Well, for those who haven't watched this second series yet, the CC Circle, so I'll better leave it out for you guys to look at it. And this part is just similar to the Penelope, where they have a huge sort of tail at the back. So on the part, so here it's the sort of booster funnels, one by one stick together. It's straightforward. It's not too difficult to look at. It just seems to be a lot of redundant steps. You do it again, and again, and probably a lot of parts that you might need to. Oh, this is the hand part we put it, but you need to sort of sand it and smooth the whole thing out. And now, voila. Okay. Oh, this is what the stand should look like. The base. Obviously, the one before won't be able to stand it, so this is have a much more big like structure to hold the whole unit up, I reckon. So how you attach the backpack to parts. The backpack seems to have two left and right, and you can station on it. And now the sort of head, I'll say that goose head part, you attach the whole thing onto it, and wow, it looks really handsome here. And it seems there is an extra hand or attachment for grabbing the laser sword. Oh, and it seems there are another extra part there where you can attach the special effects, which definitely shown here. The funnels must not be so effects set so separately. So I'll say you all just need to wait until Bandai Premium going to release it. Most definitely it's going to be a special item here. And then here you say they pull the whole thing out back together just to put into the flight form. So a little bit of twists and match and reassemble with different accessory parts here. So just a second. Oh, then you can put in the damage part, which I reckon is quite a lot easy. Just pull everything out and pull that teeny tiny unit out. It asks you what you want to release out, but I'll say for the sake of it, probably not pull in and out too frequently. You will definitely breaking a piece or two in the process. So now they put it back on as a new Gundam mass production one with a few funnels at the back. I reckon if we probably can put two funnels, not just single-sided. Here's the rear wheel of the whole unit. The same with the long ass tail, I'll say. This is the fight form and the weapons. They sort of keep the coloring at the very minimum, so you can see probably dark gray, light gray, white, yellow, three types of blue, and that greenish blue, and that's it.